Good morning everyone, this is AJ and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to a new video, a Blu-ray hunt. Yes, I'm going out, I'm hitting the shops, I'm going to Bromley to see what's out. It's a Tuesday morning, it's about 8:25 at the minute, and shops weren't open yesterday because of the state funeral, the Queen's funeral, but they're open today and there are some new releases out. Now, I didn't post nothing on the channel yesterday whatsoever, not one video. It just didn't feel right, for the reason I said. It's the Queen's funeral, it's her day, so to speak, and yeah, even after it, no. Now, I'm not a royalist, but it is sad. It's sad for the country, but you know, she was in power for 70 years and you got to take your hat off to that. I mean, the reason she stayed in for so long is because obviously medical advancements and all that in the era that she's in. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, like I said, I'm not a royalist. I don't really follow the royal family or anything like that. Not overly interested in it. Don't watch things like The Crown or anything. You know, so I didn't watch the state funeral. It was on TV. My wife was watching it. Me personally, no. But I saw bits and pieces of it. I actually was recording all day for the channel. A fabulous day I had doing it because I managed to get through all the letters of my alphabet series up until January, which is fantastic. That gives me a big break from doing stuff, and my room is a lot tidier as well because of it. So superb. Now, yeah, so what does today bring? Now, there's a few releases out today. Elvis is out. Obviously there's standard, there's DVD, Blu-ray, 4K, and there's a steelbook edition as well. Not only that, but there's a new version of Dune out, new Dune film. It's a new version, the version's the same, but this is like the pain box version with the art cards and all that sort of a thing. Yeah, there's a Batman, Batman Long Halloween, parts 1 and 2 together on one disc. There's a one part film joint, you know, so maybe a 3-hour, 2.5 hour film. That's good. What else is out? There's a few bits. We're coming into like a busy period for releases now, especially next month. Next month looks super busy. There's like this month ain't too bad for me personally. It's kind of like the sort of calm before the storm, for want of a better term. But yeah, so we're going to go there. We're going to go Bromley. HMV, I'm going to try and make my first port of call. They should be open at 9 AM, fingers crossed, but I don't have to wait until 9:30. Online it says 9 AM, but I'm sure I've been there before and it's been 9:30. That's when I get bored, go into McDonald's and eat stuff that I shouldn't really be eating. Yeah, but we'll have a look in CEX as well. But yes, come and join me for that. I've also got to get a card, an anniversary card, because this week sees my wedding anniversary to my wife. Just emergency services screaming by. Yeah, so it's our anniversary, so I've got to go and get her a card. Gift stuff has already been, well, from my side to her, has already been taken care of. But I haven't got my gifts from her. I know what they are. Yeah, they're toys, okay? She said, what do I want? And I said, I want some toys. So you'll see what they are later in the week. You know, I collect figures and things like that. It's all to do with that hobby stuff. But yeah, so, okay, so I'll see you when I get there. So I'm in Bromley. It's quite nippy today, even though the sun's out. I expect it to be quite warm later, but at the moment it's pretty cold. So yeah, I'm not going to be here long. I don't dilly-dally around the shops, don't play those games. In and out, back to the car, probably within an hour, easy, 45 minutes, unless HMV isn't open until past. We shall see. Here we are in Bromley High Street. I love that building. that pub there, if you can see it without the sun. Fantastic, really nice. And there's the cinema here. I have to use sunglasses this time of year because that sun starts getting so low in the sky that I can't not have sunglasses on. Love it in the morning when there's no one about. Primark's open already. What's the time? Okay, so we're in HMV here. So this is their front display where they have the Elvises. So the DVD is $9.99, the Blu-ray $14.99, the 4K $24.99 there with a lovely slip, and the steelbook is that other one to the right of the 4K, but it's behind the counter. So this is their other new release, Batman: The Long Halloween, the deluxe edition. The two films, part 1 and 2, joined together in one movie. And I do have that on order from Amazon. It has shipped, but it'll arrive when it arrives. Nothing else new here, I don't think. Nothing that catches my eye. Yeah, so moving on, there is a sales section here. But these are only pennies dropped off, like a couple of quid here and there. Doctor Who Flux, 20 quid. 20 quid, yeah. So nothing really worthwhile. And walking around, there's some more 4Ks here. There's the Lost Boys. That's the Elvis Steelbook, but not. And they now put their 4Ks outside. They, you know, it's just slips there. They've never done that in here before. It must be a new thing. They must be getting more thievery going on. Yeah, so this superhero section here, I always look, but I've probably got everything in it. Agent Carter in 2 for 25. I enjoyed that series. Shame it didn't go to season 3. Supergirl seasons 1 to 4, £38. Wow. Let's head down to this sale bit. So here we are in a sale. Blade Runner $3.49. Nice slip. Standard cover art. And below that, you can't see me, but I'll bring it down. And it is Charlie's Angels. The two films for £3.49 on Blu-ray. That's a great price, really. And they're two fun films. Matrix trilogy. A lot of DVDs, but there are a few Blu-rays scattered. There's a copy of The Thing. Father, that was a good film. Tragic, though. Tragic ending. Hard to watch, difficult movie. Would I own it? I don't know if I'd ever watch it again. El Camino there, the Breaking Bad movie from a couple of years back. That's DVDs. Jumanji there, and Welcome to the Jungle. Cobra Kai season 3. I've just completed season 5 of that. I Spit on Your Grave, lovely big box. I don't know what's in it, but it's £23. But I've got the remake on Blu-ray for some obscure reason, but not really my cup of tea. It was alright for a one-time watch, but you know. Snatch, I need to see Snatch, but I'm not paying £12 just to watch it. I'll pick up the Blu-ray sometime. Wasn't really a fan of that sort of film, but I've seen some scenes, and it looks okay. And there's not much left. I don't even know what that one was. And some nice art up the top. I'm always looking at wall art. And there we go. Alright, so I've picked up a couple of bits in HMV. Spent a little bit more than what I had anticipated. There we go. So now I'm going to go to CEX. I've put the HMV stuff in my CEX bag that I brought with me. So let's go and see what there is in or isn't in CEX. Okay, so CEX is just up ahead, just past the Burger King. I do like a Burger King, but I don't have it often. Yeah, I can't eat it too often. Not that I could eat it too often, but weight gain is what I can't live with. So I may have it twice a year, and that's about it. Let's head in and see what they've got. So here we are, just heading into CEX. Yeah, so in we go. So let's take a look here under the A's. There's some Avenger films. Yeah, Endgame there. Some Bonds, 300. Arrow. American Horror Story. I only ever watched the first season, never really got into it. £8 for the James Bond film that I switched off and never finished, never went back to. I was going to for this anniversary that's upcoming and do a review, but I don't know if that will happen. Oh no, that's Endgame. Above was the other one, Infinity War. Bates Motel. I do have the complete series of this. I think the box is thicker, ain't that thin? Breaking Bad there. Oh, the animated Batman series, fantastic. £40 though, quite expensive. I do have it. You know, you've got to. It was one of the greatest animated series ever. Under the Seas. Narnia there. What was it, Under the Sea? Have I missed something? Critters Attack. Not my cup of tea. Conjuring, the complete 7-film set. There's a new Conjuring film coming out soon, isn't there? Flux. What was that, £15? How much was that back in HMV? I can't recall. Legends of Tomorrow. Dexter, £2, season 5. Doctor Who. Complete season 2 on Blu-ray, £15. £12 for season 1. Dog. That's not a film I didn't enjoy. I like Channing Tatum. Now this here is £30 for 4K. And 1, 2, 3, 4, what's that? 5 films on 4K. We don't get a 4K release of these in this country, but the United States do. That's a bit gutting, really. But there you go. Here's what it is. The Expanse. Look at the size of this box. It's huge. It's like DVD size, but it's a Blu-ray. Never seen that before. I may have done, but I can't remember if I have seen something that big. But it's just odd, isn't it? Odd size, odd choice. Why do that? Under the G's here. Ghostbusters, Great Wall, Guardians, Get Out. Not a fan of Jordan Peele. Turned Nope off. It was a nope from me for that film. Something about Jordan Peele. Yeah, I don't like his stuff. Now there's a Hellraiser box here. I like this box set. It's really nice. 3 Amarais in it. But I have the steelbook with the 3 films in from Arrow. There we are, down the bottom. I don't know what that is. But there we go. Kong, 4K. Les Miserables. I like that. I saw that 3 times at the theatre. First time I was about 14. It was some time ago. Matrix, latest one I ain't got or seen. Mrs. Doubtfire, that was £6. I saw that for in Wimbledon for it had £8 ticket on it. So it may have dropped. Nightbreed, that's the one that I picked up from my local one. That is for the double box because they had it behind the counter. I think that was just a display box, to be honest. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. How can I pass by that without commenting on what a fantastic film that actually is? The Railway Man. Probably should have picked that up. It was probably going to be a decent film. Picard. Pacific. Peaky Blinders there. Peacemaker. The Ring. I'm not a fan of The Ring. The Rock. Fantastic film. A film that does deserve a 4K release, but you know Disney. Now the S's. Filled with Star Wars. Starman, interesting, £10. Not got the film, wasn't ever really into it. San Andreas 4K there. That's the DVD Superman set there, not the Blu-ray. Sonic, £18, that's dropped. Going down slowly. Superman the movie. Really, it's just it just shows how quick these sort of things devalue. CEX start devaluing them straight away. You know, Vixen, that's an animated DC film. I think it was a web series first. I do have it amongst my DC animated collection. They Live, a film that maybe I should revisit sometime because I never actually liked it when I was younger. I know people rave about it. My brother's tried to get me into it with this. Oh, there's this massive long fight scene. Oh, how boring. Wild Things. This is the Arrow Special Edition. It was £22. Good price. Down the bottom here, War Games. Matthew Broderick. Film I haven't got, nor do I want. What We Do in the Shadows. Oh, fantastic film, but the TV series is even better. 4 seasons it's had, and going into season 5. That's where you know a series is good. And look at this. White House Down. Steelbook, £3.50. So there we go. Okay, so there we go. Heading back from Bromley. I think my back windows are open a bit. Yeah, it's a bit cold in here, a bit chilly on my neck. Yeah, so heading back from Bromley. There you go. HMV and CEX. What can I say? That's the only places I wanted to go. The only places I went in and out. Fantastic. So yeah, that Batman that was out, the Long Halloween, $14.99. Obviously I do want that. I've got it ordered on Amazon and I know it's shipped. Yeah, but I picked up 3 things in HMV. Yeah, and 2 items in, although cheap items, 1 steelbook in the CEX. So when I get home, we'll take a look at what it was that I picked up. Now, I did do a review earlier today of Quantum Leap. Yes, Quantum Leap, the TV series, is back on. Well, a new version of it, shall we say. But it does link to the other Quantum Leap. The characters of, you know, Sam Beckett and Al Calavici, they are mentioned. So it is a continuation of sorts. I know Scott Bakula says he isn't returning, but the door's always open in the context of the story. You know, if ever he had a change of heart, they could easily write him back in because it exists within the continuity of that series. As to whether the series is any good, we'll go and see my review. If you're interested in it, if you're a fan of Quantum Leap. But yeah, so I'm going to concentrate on my driving, heading home, and then I'll record this. I'll edit this stuff together at some point today, and yeah, and I'll see you then. Take care all, and goodbye. Hi all, so I'm back from that trip and I have a bag of stuff, yes. So let's take a look at what I picked up today. Let me get it all out first. Oh yeah, there's the card. Put that over there. That's important, that's the most important thing in here, is that anniversary card. Okay, so I'm going to go with CEX first. Okay, so 2 items I picked up in CEX. A film from Lars von Trier. What's his name? I don't know. Anyway, I picked up Melancholia with Kirsten Dunst. I remember I was going to pick this up once before, ages ago, down in my local. I didn't pick it up, went back, and it had gone. They had it here and I thought, okay, yeah, I'll pick that up. I've not seen it, so it's a blind buy. Just one that I wanted to see that looked rather intriguing to me. So there we go. And I picked up a steelbook of a film that I already have, but nevertheless, and that is the steelbook for White House Down. It's got no J card or anything, but I quite like the steelbook. And I like this. I love this film, actually. I'll tell you honestly, I like this film a lot. More so than Olympus Has Fallen. Now, I know Olympus Has Fallen was the one that cleaned up at the box office, as opposed to this one. But for me, this is the stronger film, narratively speaking, with its narrative flow. When you watch this and compare it to Die Hard, in the structure of it, the storytelling structure. It's made for more of an audience with a bit of an intellect, I should say. People who can handle a story, people who can handle setup and character setup and situation setup, rather than today's audience that needs explosions and that from the get-go, from the very first second of the film. That's the difference between this and Olympus Has Fallen. Unfortunately, audiences like the latter because they get bored easy when there's more of a character development and story, and that's what this takes time to do. It builds it up. Yeah, so there we go. Now into HMV, and I did pick up the Dune 4K box edition that came out. Great film, loved it. So it was a sort of no-brainer that I was going to pick the Pain Edition box set up. Yeah, so that's fantastic. But I'll be honest, I've got a bad taste in my mouth. I really have a bad taste in my mouth after this trip. And this isn't the first time this has happened over the past few days. There's another video coming tomorrow where you'll see a similar sort of reaction and a disgust in myself. And that is because of this. Elvis in 4K. Yeah. Why have I got a bad taste in my mouth? Because I double dipped with the Steelbook as well, the HMV exclusive Steelbook. And I mean, I don't know. I think I'm starting to suffer with buyer's remorse. Honestly am. I sort of hate myself that I've double dipped. I really do. I could have bought that and then waited for that to go on a sale or in CEX, but no, I picked up both brand new at the same time, and I feel like an idiot. Now, I could say that I'm supporting the arts by buying both of them. I'm supporting physical media by both of them at the same time. I could justify it like that. But no, ultimately, it comes down to stupidity. I'm an extremely stupid person for buying both of these at the same time. Yeah, this looked nice in person rather than how it did as a picture. But I like the art of that one as well, and that's what it came down to. But it's a fabulous film, and I will do, you know, both of them will be opened. But, you know, I think there's a wind of change coming, a wind of change with me and how I view physical media and how my future spending on physical media will go, because, you know, it's no secret that I'm getting fed up with the continuous onslaught of special edition releases week after week after week, and now you've got multiple ones coming in weeks, you know, in the same weeks, and it's just excessive, unnecessary, and we're being taken for a ride, and it's a train that I've boarded slightly and hanging on to and want to let go in a sense. I'm not saying that I'm done with collecting physical media. Of course I'm not. I never will be in my films and acts. That's part of my life and what I do. But there's certainly an air of change coming with me and what I get. Because, yeah, I'm not happy with myself. I'm not happy with myself at all. I feel a churning in my gut. Anyway, this is AJ. Let me know your thoughts down below. I need to go and just, I don't know. I need to clean myself now. I need to clean myself. I feel dirty.